have you guys with us. Let's go to the blue corner right now. He's weighing in at 140 pounds. He is from Quito, Ecuador. 32 wins, 4 losses, and 19 big knockouts. Let's welcome Humberto Toledo. And we go right over here to the red corner, weighing in at 135 pounds, by way of Washington, D.C. 24 wins, 0 losses, 10 big knockouts. The NABO Junior Welterweight Champion, ranked number 5 in the world, Lamont Peterson.
Okay, gentlemen, I gave you instructions earlier. I want a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. Both trunks are good. Touch them up. Let's have a good fight.
Randy Phillips, actually one of the judges. That is Gary Ritter. He is the third man in the ring as we take a look at the tail of the tape. Let's see how these fighters match up. Lamont Peterson and Humberto Toledo. Peterson at 23. He's 5'9", 140 pounds with a 73-inch reach. Toledo at 28, 5'6", 141 and a half is what he tipped the scales at, and he has a 68-inch reach. So Peterson on paper a 5-inch advantage over Toledo. We're underway quickly. Lamont Peterson goes to work. He is a tactician. He is a surgeon. He'll work upstairs. He'll come downstairs. Just a fine-tuned machine.
Yes, I've had the opportunity to watch Lamont fight on a number of occasions. But this is the first time.
Quickly, Toledo down to a knee. Again.
Wow.
Right off the bat. And Peterson, a lot of power with the 10 knockouts at 22 fights, and he doesn't want to give Toledo a chance here. Nice combination. Again, body shots. He'll go upstairs, and let's see if Toledo has a fighter's chance in this one. It doesn't look like it here early on.
No, it doesn't. I've never seen Lamont come out in such high intensity. Usually he breaks your fighter down, boxes him, gives him a boxing lesson, and then he takes him out. But this is excellent, though.
Toledo last fought on September 28th, so he's certainly not rusty. Won by points over Luis Cardozo in Atlantico, Colombia. He's been training for this fight for about a month and a half now. Nice left there by Toledo after a lot of body work by Lamont Peterson. He's like Mako. You know, he'll do a lot of that body work, and then he'll go in for the attack upstairs. Like that, the big left hook from Lamont Peterson.
Great analogy. Wow.
Lamont Peterson just smiling at Toledo after he got tagged with the right.
I think he caught him with a good body punch, left hook to the body.
Combination after combination by Lamont Peterson in a very strong first round here on the Turks and Caicos Islands as we make history tonight with the first boxing event ever in this Caribbean, picturesque, beautiful island. Greg Gaston alongside Mark Reels.
Well, definitely you can give Humberto credit for his heart. Continue.
And down goes Toledo. A series of body punches and punches to the head. Gary Ritter counting it down. It is over. A first round knockout. Lamont Peterson not even working up a sweat here on this tropical island. An easy victory for Peterson, who improves to 23-0, 11 KOs. Meanwhile, Toledo falls to 32-5. And Mark, we were talking before the match, and I think we both expected a little bit more from Toledo.
Yes, I had an opportunity to watch him fight former world champion, interim world champion Humberto Toledo, who has an opportunity to fight for another world title real soon.
Oh, Humberto Soto.
Soto from Mexico, I'm sorry. He had great heart, great courage, and he continued on. He was dropped a number of times on the canvas, but he continued getting up. Here he goes.
Not much tonight as you see the power of Peterson.
Wow.
That was a big body shot that
Those
took
are
him down.
debilitating body punches where you can't move, you can't breathe sometimes. So, I mean, you still got to give him credit. He tried to get up, and safety of the fighter from the referee, Mr. Jerry Ritter.
Well, getting back to Toledo, in May he lost the IBA lightweight title by unanimous decision to a two-time world champion, Stevie Johnston, in Colorado. So this guy has been in with good fighters.
Yes.
He is a good fighter. But again, you are looking at one of the young studs in the world of boxing in Lamont Peterson.
Yes, I think every time the guys get in the ring, they are making a statement. We are ready. We are coming. And I'm very happy for both brothers. I'm happy for Lamont. He showed his ability, what he's going to do, what he's about. Good job.
Let's get the official time of the knockout. We go to ring announcer Brandon Martin.
2 minutes and 28 seconds in the first round. Your winner by knockout, Lamont Peterson.
As I said, Mark, he's a tactician, he's a surgeon, and guess what? He's 23 years old. We'll take a quick break. We will come back with more boxing action from the beautiful Turks and Caicos Islands right after this.
Once again, Prize Fight Boxing and John Wright presents Battle at the Beach. We are now moving on to 8 rounds in the lightweight division. In the blue corner, weighing in at 140 pounds, from Cartagena, Colombia, a record of 27 wins, 6 losses, and 18 big knockouts, Oscar Leon. Now we go to the red corner, weighing in at 135 pounds, hailing from Washington, D.C., 24 wins, 0 losses, and 17 big knockouts, Mr. Anthony Peterson. Refereeing this event will be Bill Clancy.
All right, bring it in, Anthony. Barry. All right, gentlemen, we went through rules in the back. I demand a good, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. You must obey my commands. Both your trunks are high. I'm going to allow punches at the very top only. Only the top. Touch gloves. Good luck. Buena suerte.
Yeah, there you go. Thorough instructions from one of the best, Bill Clancy. Here's the tail of the tape. Anthony Peterson at just 22, 5'8", 135, with a 73-inch reach. Oscar Leon is 33. He's 5'6", 138, and he has a reach at 67 1/4. So again, statistically, Peterson, a much longer reach. He's also 11 years the junior of Oscar Leon. One thing to point out here, Mark, is that Leon is a southpaw, and right away he goes after Peterson. It's not that Peterson hasn't faced southpaws before, he has, but again, that always provides something different for an orthodox boxer.
Always. However, what I say about certain fighters, like a Lamont and Anthony, other than Shane Mosley, Oscar, Floyd, those are God-gifted talent fighters. This guy here, when he comes to fight, he loves fighting. It's just like when you take a 5-year-old kid to the candy store. He loves to fight. This is something that he loves. So I don't see any issues that he may have.
Oscar Leon trained 4 months in Colombia, 1 month in Miami recently, getting ready for this challenge of Anthony Peterson. El Artista in the black trunks with the silver trim, and Peterson in the red and the gold trim. Barry Hunter, the trainer and manager for Anthony Peterson, and Eufacio Gonzalez is the trainer for Oscar Leon, who basically manages himself. Pedro Palerio also in his corner. Bill Clancy will break up the 2. This one's scheduled for 8 in the lightweight division.
I think this is a very competitive bout here. You get to see both fighters showing their skills, their abilities, and their heart.
Both have tremendous punching power. Nice combination there by Leon, who has 18 KOs in his 33 professional fights. Peterson, 17 knockouts in 24 wins. Again, no blemishes on his record. Last fight for Anthony, though, not a real impressive 8-round unanimous decision against Martez Logan at the Fitz Casino in Tunica, Mississippi. He's looking forward to putting on a show tonight here at the Turks and Caicos Islands.
Well, again, with Martez Logan, even though he has his record deceives itself, there's a lot of experience. He's lost to a lot of great fighters, and it also is a good thing for Anthony. Like I said earlier, you learn when you're winning, you learn when you're losing. So, of course, Anthony Peterson learned something that night. It was still a competitive fight. I happened to have an opportunity to be there.
Bill Clancy says keep it up to Oscar Leon. A body shot that was a little bit low. Nice little left hook by Leon here in the first round of this match. Big right there by Peterson, then he followed it up with a left.
Yeah, with Leon, he's been in more wars. He's been in the more high profile fights. So now it's all about his craftiness. And what helps him again is him being a southpaw fighter.
10 seconds to go in round one. He talked about the fight he had with Mashaba in 2006. He lost to Humberto Soto for the WBC featherweight title, losing by a 3rd round knockout. So there we go, round one in the book. How'd you see round one?
Again, with a better fighter than Anthony Peterson, using his abilities, his boxing abilities, accurate punching. I'll award that round to Anthony Peterson.
Let's take a look at some of the action from round one.
But here you go. Leon threw a left. Wow. Caught him with a right hand, then again countered again with another left hook, and follow up with a jab as always. That's technical. That's textbook boxing right there. Always after your combinations, come back with a jab.
Yeah, and what you won't see a lot from Peterson is single punches. It's normally a combination. He may throw a couple of left or right hooks in succession, 2, 3, 4, and listen to him closely, the way he pop, pop, pop. There's things that'll come out of it. Watch. And listen, folks, to Peterson.
Yes. He loves his trade. He loves his trade.
Can he block that? That was a left from Leon, but it did not get through.
Overhand left. Body shot. Left jab. Left hook.
What you don't hear a lot about Peterson, Mark, is the fact that, sure, he's an explosive offensive fighter, but he is a great defensive fighter.
Yes. Yes, he rolls with his, what they say, you roll with your punches, so you don't get the full impact of the other guy throwing the punches into you.
Again, Bill Clancy says keep the punches up to Oscar Leon. What you normally don't see with a Peterson brother, whether it be Anthony here or Lamont, is them taking the full blunt of a punch from their opponent. They just seem to deflect most of the punches, if not block them entirely.
Exactly. Or again, as I mentioned earlier, roll with the punches. That's when the punch is coming with you, you catch that punch and roll with that, with the rhythm of that punch.
Nice overhand left there by Peterson.
The difference between Lamont and Anthony is that Anthony is more of a risk-taker type fighter. He will take it to you, he'll sit there and take punches and try to get the best out of between the punches.
A little bit more flamboyant as well, a little bit more of a showman.
Yes.
Lamont's a little bit more reserved.
Nice
Big shot there by Peterson. And Leon backs into the corner now. He comes out with a left and now a right. Again, not much damage to Peterson.
As you can see, he's always using that jab. When he's in close, power punches.
Just
Very
real
short,
strong, tight hooks.
Right, short, crisp punches. Left hooks, uppercuts. Sounds like you've been to the gym a few times, Greg.
Well, I used to.
That's right.
Too many pina coladas here, the Turks and Caicos Islands. What you won't see is him coming from his feet and throwing a punch with an uppercut that comes from 2 islands down the road. You know what I'm saying? He's, as you said, very concise.
Exactly. He plants his feet and he gets the full power out of those punches. You can see he's well conditioned. Probably no body fat on him.
Again, a bit of a low blow. Seconds to go in round number 2. It's actually a very pleasant evening with a little bit of a breeze blowing, so the boxers certainly won't be fatigued by the heat. It's just not that oppressive type heat you may see and feel in the summer. So a good second round for Anthony Peterson. Did you see Peterson winning that round as well?
I think the home fans can score that one.
You're looking in the corner of Oscar Leon, who, by the way, as I mentioned, manages himself now, but formerly managed by Don King Productions. So you know this guy, to be a part of that stable, is a talented boxer, no doubt about it.
When you're in his stable, you're getting real good fights and good exposure.
Round 3, lightweight division scheduled for 8. Oscar Leon in the black trunks with the silver trim, and Anthony Peterson in the red trunks with the gold trim.
I think you can see right here frustration from Leon now is that he can't do anything with Anthony. Anthony has that beautiful jab. If he can't hit him, he comes down to the body. Basically, he puts his hand up so he can get close to him, so he can get those punches off on him.
How about that unusual punch from the squatting position? He came up and tagged Peterson.
Again, that's because of his experience. He's crafty now. It's time to be crafty. He can't do anything with Anthony, so he has to be crafty. He has to figure other kind of ways to get those punches in on him.
And again, you just watch the incredible defense by Peterson as he'll block or deflect most of the punches thrown by his opponent, and that can be something that certainly frustrates somebody.
Yes, exactly. As you can see, Leon can't do anything.
And he threw the left hook, but all it did was hit the glove of Peterson.
Right. Beautiful defense.
And again, you listen to those pops, not unlike the veteran tennis player, who I think is now retired, Monica Seles, used to grunt when she would return or serve. Exactly what you're getting with Anthony Peterson.
That's another way of getting out the full effective punch power. Beautiful right hand, counter right hand.
Right in front of us, folks. Got a bird's eye view there, and Bill Clancy will break the two up. We're in round 3. From the Gus Lightbourne Sports Complex on the island of Providenciales, the beautiful Turks and Caicos Islands.
Beautiful three jabs followed by a right hand. Good defense. Roll with the punches.
Just nowhere to go. No opening there for Leon.
Exactly.
That was questionable, that one. It looked like it landed on the back of Peterson's head, but Bill Clancy says fight on.
Nice left hook by Leon finally.
Yeah, that one got through.
Yes. These guys very rarely lose rounds. I don't think they've lost a round basically in their career, professional career.
Well, not too many. Actually, a little bit of a drizzle now coming down here at the Gus Lightbourne Sports Complex. Leon again going into that crouch position. He did not take a knee. If he took a knee, it would have been a mandatory 8 count.
Yes.
Final moments of round number 3, and that'll do it for the 3rd round. As the rain starts to fall a bit here, another solid performance there in round 3 by Anthony Peterson. Mark, how'd you score that one?
I think you answered that one.
10-9?
Yes.
You don't usually see Oscar Leon backtracking, but he did right there.
Yeah. Well, now, again, I'll continue saying that he's a veteran now. He has to be crafty. He knows that he can't use the basics on this kid because he's sharp, he's accurate, so he has to figure out other kind of ways to get his punches in.
Round number 4. Overhand right that again was partially deflected by Peterson, who was ready for it.
Yes.
If you're just tuning in, round 4 scheduled for 8, the lightweight division. Anthony Peterson, the unbeaten 22-year-old from Washington, D.C., looking to improve his mark to 25-0. He is the current NABO lightweight champion, the #1 ranked lightweight in the world by the WBO. But he's going up against, as Mark has said numerous times, a crafty veteran in Oscar Leon, 27-6. And down goes Leon, but quickly he's back up. However, let's see if there will be some ill effects from that punch from Peterson.
That knockdown came down from 2 counter left hooks followed up by one another.
Nice combination again. You won't see Peterson throw one punch. It'll be a combination or a succession of multiple punches. Leon doing a little bit more moving now. Try to stick and jab and get out of the way.
Good body punches from both guys. Left hook. There you go. Good mix-up.
Downstairs, upstairs. Exactly. Fans really getting into it now. They sense something here in round 4. Peterson just lightning quick off the draw.
Yes. Peterson kind of reminds me of a young Shane Mosley when he was the IBF lightweight champion. Another vicious body attacker, and that's how he won most of his fights, by the body.
Now they call Leon El Artista, but Peterson to me is an artist in the ring.
Yes.
Whether it be offensively, defensively, he's just an amazing boxing prospect, already a champion, but with still big fights down the road to come, and only 22, which is absolutely amazing. Leon is in big trouble here against the rope, right in front of us, and tries to fight back the 33-year-old veteran.
Greg, I got to correct you. As a fighter, when you turn pro, you become a prospect. Prospect, you become world contender. So this guy, Anthony Peterson, is a #1 rated, world-rated contender. So he's next level of being fighting for a world champion and becoming one.
He is just about there. You're absolutely right. But we know he's had some big fights. He's got some super fights still to come.
Yes.
Just amazing how much these guys, these young men, both Anthony and Lamont, have progressed at such a young age. Final moments of round number 4. Leon trying to fight back. Looked like he was in trouble there in round 4. But he survives to continue in this scheduled 8-rounder. Did you see that one?
Dino,
Well,
please
this
come to
round
the
right here,
ring.
you can be close to calling it a 10-8
Dino,
round.
please report to the ring. Thank you.
You have a choice of calling it a 10-8 round because he took so much punishment from Anthony. But I'll be nice and call it a 10-9 round.
10-9 round. Oscar Leon there in the corner getting worked on by Ufacio Gonzalez, his trainer. Pedro Palerio also in his corner.
Underneath. The uppercut will stand him up, then it'll set him up for your brick hook of yours. Don't let him get comfortable, man. Keep touching him. Once you get there, just keep placing your hands on him.
And there you go, words of wisdom from Barry Hunter in the red corner with Anthony Peterson. He said, don't let him get comfortable. Keep putting your hands on him.
Exactly. Just keep that pressure on him, keep him uncomfortable, as he said, and eventually it's going to happen.
Round number 5 in the lightweight division, again scheduled for 8. A wild overhand left there by Leon that missed badly, but a nice little combination, and he stuck the right.
Yeah, Anthony is not a big puncher. He doesn't have knockout power. He just, as you can see, continues throwing punches and wearing them down with those accurate, hard, effective punches.
A lot of puffiness under the right eye of Leon.
And again, as you can see, Oscar Leon is on the run. Caught him with a nice counter left hook.
He walked right into that, Mark.
Yes, he did. Again, Oscar Leon has a lot of heart. He doesn't give up. Beautiful body.
Nice uppercut there by Peterson. Again, Leon just doesn't have an answer, and it's got to be frustrating.
Well,
he's hanging in there, Mark, but again, he's not able to score on a consistent basis.
it's his heart that has him hanging in there. It's his heart.
Big right, and down goes Leon. He shakes his head. He knew he got hit with a big right there, but he's back up and looks like he's ready to ride. Wow. Let's see if Peterson goes for the kill here in round 5.
Wow. Look at that.
And down again goes Leon. He caught a big right from Peterson. Back up is Leon. He will continue. You got to talk about the game and how much of a gamer he is. But can he survive round 5? The corner of Anthony Peterson saying finish him. They want it done now.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can see the comfortableness, look at this, man. Wow.
Down goes Leon again. And it is over. Bill Clancy stops the bout after 3 knockdowns in round number 5 as Anthony Peterson improves to 25-0, 18 knockouts. You know, Mark, heart can only take you so much. It'll usually keep you in a fight. He showed a lot of heart, Oscar Leon, but when it comes down to it, he's facing, as you said, hey, no longer a prospect, one of the fine young boxers in the world. Well, let's take a look at some of the action from round 5. Again, 3 knockdowns. This is the first one.
Beautiful body punch, coming back with a nice right hand, and down he goes.
Let's get the official time of the knockout as we go inside the ring.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes and 14 seconds into round number 5. Your winner by knockout, right here, Anthony Peterson.
So there's your winner, Anthony Peterson. And Mark, he gets a good workout. He gets 4.5 rounds, almost 5 full rounds against a veteran like Oscar Leon, and that's certainly good for Anthony Peterson.
Always. You know, you can't, now that he's #1 in the world, a lot of fighters back in the day, they would just wait until they get their opportunity, but that's not a good thing to do. You want to stay busy, so when it's time to get in the ring, you are comfortable in the ring.
The arsenal of Peterson, though, is amazing. You didn't see a lot of uppercuts in that bout, but you saw one there to wrap it up in round number 5, and that's after Leon exposed himself because he was trying to do something offensively after getting knocked down twice, was frustrated, nowhere to go, and there comes Peterson with the big uppercut to end this fight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, the IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship. Stay with us from the beautiful Turks and Caicos Islands.
Here we go. All right, it is now time for our main event. A scheduled 12-round fight. IBC Junior Middleweight Championship. 12 rounds. We go to the blue corner. He's weighing in at 154 pounds. He hails from St. Louis, Missouri. A record of 20 wins, 6 losses, 8 knockouts. Ryan Davis. Then we go over to the red corner. Weighing in at 150 pounds by way of Brooklyn, New York, with a record of 35 wins, 5 losses, and 25 big knockouts. Former 3-time world champion, Zab Super Judah. All right, good luck, guys.
Gentlemen, already been over the rules, and this is my commands at all times. Any questions? Touch gloves and good luck.
That is Randy Phillips. He's the 3rd man in the ring for this IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship. Davis and Judah. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape and see how these fighters match up. Zab Judah, 30 years old, 5'7", 150 pounds with a 72-inch reach. Ryan Davis is 29 years old. He's 5'8", 153 pounds. He also has a 72-inch reach. Judah lost to Miguel Cotto in June at Madison Square Garden in an epic battle for the WBA welterweight title. He's fought a couple of times since and is slowly getting back to where he wants to be. Won a unanimous decision over Edwin Vasquez on September 7th at the Hard Rock Casino in Biloxi. Davis has not fought since June 15th, a unanimous 6-round decision over Abraham Bruno in Youngstown, Ohio. Zab Judah quickly to work against Davis.
Yeah, I see this in this fight here that Zab's going to test his chin early and see what he's about, see if he's going to be able to stand in there and fight with a talented individual like by himself.
Well, Davis has only been knocked out once. He lost by TKO in August of 2005 to Carlos Borquez, but He's pretty much a gamer in every fight of his career. He says he has been working for years and years to get to this point to have a chance at a title.
And again, he told me in the dressing room that this is a win-win situation for him.
No doubt about it.
Meaning that if he wins, the world is his, and if he loses, it just depends on how he loses. If he gives a good standing account of himself, he can look to the future for some other fights and possibly a world championship again.
One thing about Davis is he comes into this bout not with a lot of momentum. He has dropped 3 of his last 4 bouts. Little feeling out process here in round 1, again scheduled for 12. Greg Gaston and Mark Reels with you from beautiful Providenciales on the beautiful Turks and Caicos Islands. Just a wonderful country. Nice little uppercut there from Davis, but not much damage to the very fast Zab Judah, who has power and speed, and that's what you need to be successful in the boxing world.
Yes. I think you mentioned on his Davis's last fight, Ryan Davis' last fight, his last few fights, sometimes you fight to the level of your opponents, and here he is right now. He's looking really good against a world-class fighter here. So sometimes he's in there with a real good fighter, so he's stepping his game up right now. He knows what he's in the ring with.
Big right there by Judah, and Davis tripped a little bit. There was a great combination by Judah, and Davis kept coming. I mean, a right left, and I thought Davis might go down, but he has a tough chin as he stayed right up there.
Well, those last 3 months of hard training, he's ready. Wow.
Judah with combination after combination, and Davis is no doubt hurt, and then he slips, and he is bloody. That'll do it for round 1, but Ryan Davis got caught with a barrage of punches from this guy right here, Zab Super Judah. That's his trainer, manager, slash his father, Yoel Judah, talking on.
And First Lady, thanks so much.
All right, relax.
It is my privilege to have you.
Great first round for Zab Judah, and Mark, you'll be scoring the match throughout.
Yes, I will.
See some of the replay.
With a counter right hook, caught him off balance.
All right, because you heard
Let's see it here. You'll ready, boom, and he keeps coming forward and gets drilled again with the left.
See, the thing is with fighters, Zab Judah's a southpaw. All of his career, his amateur career, he's been fighting orthodox right-hand fighters.
Right.
With the right-hand fighters like Ryan Davis, he's been doing the same thing. So it's really awkward for him. It's more uncomfortable for him to be in the ring with a southpaw. The other thing is with Judah, he's world-class, he's fast, he has power, he's crafty. Look at that, beautiful jab.
Round 2 scheduled for 12 in the IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship. Zab Judah in the blue trunks with the lighter blue trim, and Davis in the black trunks with the white trim. Judah doing a lot of damage in that first round, and Terry Davis, who's the father of Ryan Davis, also his trainer manager, did some corner work on his face because it was it looked pretty bad after round 1. Beaten and bloodied, but again, Davis will come out. He is a trooper. He hasn't worked this hard to get to this point to go down early, even against a super competitor and a super fighter like Zab Judah, the 3-time world champion. Judah is a stalker. Again, a nice right jab, and then he got out of the way.
Southpaw and that speed is what is neutralizing any of Davis's abilities. He's working behind the jab, up the head, downstairs, nice counter left hook to the body. Good sportsmanship.
Right now, Davis on the defensive, and again, he caught a left from Judah. He's got to find a way to get in there and score with some punches, but right now, he's on the defensive. Zab Judah, as he does an awful lot, will talk a little bit to his opponent.
It's a mental war game. They say in boxing, it's 98% mental and 2% physical. So he's kissing at him.
Well, again, that's typical Zab Judah. He's going to have a good time, sometimes at the expense of his opponent.
Yes. And you got to give a lot of credit to Davis. He has heart. He knows who he's in the ring with.
Well, he's hoping to have more than heart. He's hoping to shock the world, but it's awfully tough against a guy like Zab Judah.
Yes.
It starts to sprinkle a little bit here at the Gus Lightboard Sports Complex, where we are, on the island of Providenciales, in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Just a beautiful area. Enjoying boxing for the first time ever.
I think Davis is doing just what he's supposed to do. Take it to him. He seems like he's a bigger kid than Zab. And instead of trying to box him, he should be the bull.
And that'll do it for round 2. Another good round for Zab Judah.
Huh? You wild with the head. Okay, so you take the hands up inside. Right? You inside. You keep your hands up right there. You walk right. But look, last time you did, you come on top, in the body, up and down. You go for your uppercut. This is a sucker for you.
Yoel Judah talking to Zab in the red corner.
Always bring something back on top. Remember, to the head, to the body.
When we saw the two Davises, Ryan and his father, Terry was talking about getting Judah inside and trying to score. He doesn't want this thing to be where Judah will hit and move, stick and run. He wants him to go inside and make it a brawl if he can. By the way, the cut is on the bridge of Davis's nose. It did not get opened up again in the second round. He did a nice job in fixing that cut up after round number 1.
Exactly what I said earlier with Davis's corner. His father told him to take it to him. Bull him in. Be hard on him. And then again, you have Zab Judah with his boxing abilities, his speed. Hit and don't get hit. That's the name of the game.
Easier said than done to try to bully Zab Judah.
As always. Beautiful kind of
And Davis caught the right, and they almost went through the ring right in front of us, right through the ropes, rather. A mandatory 8 count to Ryan Davis. Judah and Davis almost came through the ropes right on top of us.
Caught him with a counter left hook. And then after the 8 count, he caught him with another counter right hook and a body punch, a right hook to the body.
Well, that's exactly the dilemma that faces Davis. His father wants him to get inside and slug it out. But as you talked about, Mark, with Zab Judah, the speed and the strength, I mean, he can win fights this way as well. He has done that in the past.
Yeah. The thing is, another thing is, a lot of fighters we have to understand is, with an ability of Zab Judah, it's called counter left counter hooks. With Davis, him going in as a bull, he has to look out for his counter hooks.
Great point. Big left again by Judah, then missed with a wild right.
I believe Judah just got hurt with a counter uppercut. Judah just got hurt. Caught with a nice punch, nice uppercut to the chin.
Davis.
And Davis realizes it.
Yeah, and Davis right in the ear of Judah talking to him. That's after Davis thought he got hit with a low blow.
Yeah, now you see why Zab was holding.
Big right by Judah, but a nice right by Davis.
Oh, another
Big right by Davis, and Judah almost went through the ring. How about Davis fighting back? What do they say about a wounded animal? Very, very dangerous. That's dangerous Ryan Davis.
Yeah, you can see Judah has a bloody nose. He caught him a strong right hook. Right punch straight right across to the nose.
Big body punch there by Judah, but you're absolutely right, Mark. Judah bleeding, as is Davis. This is only round 3, and it's scheduled for 12.
Judah's still hurt. Oh, beautiful body.
Couple of body shots there by Ryan Davis. Zab with a big left. Final seconds.
We got us a fight now. Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Final moments here of round number 3. You got to give a lot of credit to Ryan Davis. is a pro-Judah audience, Davis is getting a lot of support and a lot of respect for that round. He was hurt early in that round, and then, as you said, he countered, hurt Judah himself, smelled the blood, obviously couldn't put him away, but he did a lot of damage. How'd you see round 3?
Exactly. So that was originally a 10-8 round in favor of Judah, but being that Ryan Davis came back so strongly, I give him a 10-9 round in favor of Judah.
So you still like Judah in that round,
yes,
although Davis came back very strong.
Again, it was a 10-8 round originally. It was a 10-8 round, so that was 2 points for Judah, but Davis came back strong. We give him a point back.
Again, Mark, unofficial scorecard. Judges are Bill Clancy, Gary Ritter, and Reese Mullins. If it goes to the cards, they will be the ones deciding this bout.
Right. You can hear in the background of Judah's father telling him, don't pull straight back. And that's basically what caught him with that straight right hand. He pulled back.
The rain is coming down a little bit harder now as we've hit round 4 of the scheduled 12 round.
All right, go get that cover stand.
Wow.
Now Randy Phillips, not only having to referee this bout, is also going to have to be aware of how slick the canvas gets with this rain coming down, because that could be a factor and that could injure one or both of the boxers. A lot of fans running for cover, but the boxers continue and we continue here as well.
Yes.
Davis with a nice body shot, and then Judah with a big left hook. Judah with a right. And a big left there by Judah. He comes back with a right. Fans are going bonkers here right behind us. With a nice combination was Judah, but Davis hanging in there.
I think what Judah has going for himself right now is those counter left hooks. Anything that he throws at me, he goes behind Davis with counter left hooks, right hooks. And that was a beautiful combination flurry by Davis. I'm sorry, by Judah.
Once again, Judah in the dark blue trunks with the light blue trim. And it's Dangerous Ryan Davis out of East St. Louis in the black trunks with the white trim. Both from tough neighborhoods. Judah from Brooklyn, New York, and Davis from East St. Louis. These guys have been fighting for quite a long time. They grew up in amateur fighting, and obviously a long-time professional is Judah now at the age of...
This rain is coming down pretty good.
It's coming down very hard.
We got us a good fight in the rain.
Judah still bleeding a little bit, and Davis's cut, which is over the bridge of his nose, has opened up a bit as well. 10 seconds to go in round number 4. Both fighters slowing down a little bit in the 4th round after that big 3rd round. And that'll do it for round 4.
I got to give that round to Mr. Davis.
A lot of work being done now
Don't blow.
on the canvas as you listen in.
How you feel? Excellent. All right, yo,
Jab,
keep
Judah.
your hands up, jab. Yo, keep boxing. Everything gonna come to you. Don't rush. Listen. Concentration. Up, pop. When you get inside with it, you win it. Keep your hands up.
Here we go as we look back at round
right here
4.
with
Right?
Davis coming with a right hand and Zab Judah following up with a counter right, counter left, and then follow up another right hook. And there you go with Judah coming with combinations, right, lefts, another right.
You gave that round to Davis?
I awarded that round to Davis.
Let me ask you this, Mark. When you're a great fighter like Judah, and you've thrown out a lot, and you see your opponent still standing, is that frustrating?
No. It shouldn't. He's a veteran now. He's been in the ring for a while. He's been a professional for the past 10 years now, 11 years. He's also an outstanding, accomplished amateur fighter, so he knows the game.
Round number 5. The rain continues to fall at the Gus Lightbourne Sports Complex. We're in Providenciales on the Turks and Caicos Islands. Greg Gaston and Mark Reels. Hope you're enjoying boxing here for the very first time in this part of the Caribbean.
Yes, I am, in the rain.
I know you're enjoying it. I hope all our viewers are as well. And we got a good one for the IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship. As we mentioned, Zab Judah's trying to win his 4th World Championship. Ryan Davis is trying to make a name for himself, shock the world, and win his first.
Well, I think he's accomplishing something.
I think he's earning the respect of Zab Judah. He's not talking as much right now.
No, I think he punched him in the mouth and cut that out. We got ourselves a fight here.
No doubt things have slowed down here in the last 2 rounds after an amazing 3rd round. Both fighters probably trying to catch a second win, and we got a long way to go.
Good jabs.
Nice crowd on hand, although a lot of seek shelter. Very boisterous crowd here.
There you go, coming back strong with Davis.
Randy Phillips will step in between the 2 gladiators. I don't know what Zab Judah expected, but he has certainly gotten a lot from Ryan Davis. A tough competitor.
Yeah, well, basically a lot of fighters, you would, no disrespect to Davis, but you would rate him a C-level type fighter. But a lot of these C-type fighters, when they get in the ring with world-class guys like Zab, man, they step their game up so high.
Great point. And I mentioned he had lost 3 of his last 4, so I don't know what you can expect from this guy, Ryan Davis. Judah with an uppercut. I don't think it hit him flush there. Or if it did, Davis wasn't fazed by it.
I think Davis is in the best condition of his life.
Both fighters in terrific condition, no doubt about that. Both dancing around here in round 5, but not throwing many punches. In fact, Davis has not thrown many at all. Final moments of round 5. There's a nice body punch by Judah.
Here's that counter right hook.
Again, a glancing blow, but it did score. And that is round number 5. How'd you see round 5?
That was a round for Judah.
Hang on.
Just using his boxing abilities, hit and don't get hit as much as he possibly could, and that's what I counted.
Through 5 rounds, you have Judah up
4 rounds.
4 rounds to 1.
4-1.
We'll go back, take a look at some of the action from round number 5.
Well, here we go right here with Zab jumping. Beautiful counter left hook, uppercut, I apologize. Nice accurate punch. Now that's the name of the game. Hit and don't get hit. And I think after that round number 3, after he dropped him, he thought the game was over. And Davis was in there. He came back and hurt Judah. So I think Judah he's in for a fight.
He knows he's in for a fight, and certainly Ryan Davis knows he can hang with Zab Judah. At least he has so far through 5. We are in round number 6, again scheduled for 12. The IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship on the line.
Well, here you see right here with Zab Judah, he's using his boxing ability. He's using that beautiful right jab. What we say, and sometimes we differentiate chess. Whenever in doubt, you move the pawn. And here it is. His right hand is his pawn. Whenever you're in doubt, you stick it out. And it's that beautiful jab. Hit and don't get hit. Here's that jab. Remember, these are all points here. These jabs are points. He hasn't thrown one power punch yet. And that's the sign of a good boxer, using that jab.
The blood continues to trickle down from the bridge of Ryan Davis's nose. And down goes Davis, and they say, no, it's a slip.
It's a slip.
And you can understand why. Both of the fighters running into each other on a slippery canvas. There's a nice left by Judah.
Counter right hook again.
He's been very effective with that counter right hook. Randy Phillips will break up the two. Davis needs to start getting more active right now. He hasn't been that way the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, he has to step it back up again. He's going to get lulled into sleep. And this is another thing. When a lot of fighters, when they're fighting and they're not moving around, not throwing any punches, they can get lulled to sleep. Lulled to getting knocked out.
When we peeked in on the blue corner a couple of rounds ago, it was his father, Terry Davis, his trainer-manager, who said, you got to go in and try to duke it out with Zab. You got to stay in close quarters. And then he was very effective, as we remember.
Exactly.
But not the last couple of rounds. Exactly. He hasn't thrown many punches.
That was round 4. Round 3, I'm sorry. Round 3 is when he took the fight to Zab. He had some success. But right now, this is not good for him. He's in there with a polished fighter who can box, who knows how to use the ring. And here he is right now. He should be throwing punches. He should be throwing punches.
Judah missed with the right. And Judah's bleeding once again. Seconds to go in round number 6. A fairly inactive round until these final seconds, and a nice flurry there by Judah. A couple of shots after the bell. Not a lot of activity, as I said, in that round, Mark, but that has to be Zab's.
Yeah, that was definitely Zab's, because the ring generalship, again, I mentioned earlier, there's 4 criteria of scoring a round. There's clean, hard punching, effective aggressiveness, ring generalship, and defense.
Let's look back at some of the action from round 6.
Counter uppercut with that looked more that was a slip, but it could.
Well, they called it a slip.
They called it a slip. It could have been either way. Here we go. Ryan Davis throwing punches, but nothing hitting him. And here we go with Zab coming back with a nice 5-punch combination. And out of those 5, 3 punches hit him.
It was a nice combination for scoring. I don't think it did much damage physically to Ryan Davis, but certainly a lot of that will take its toll eventually.
I think that Davis needs to take this fight to Zab. He needs to be the bull. Right now, we would clarify Zab Judah as being the matador and Ryan Davis being the bull. But Ryan Davis is not fighting. He's giving away rounds.
Round number 7, the IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship on the line. Zab Super Judah, the former 3-time world champion, in the dark blue trunks with the light blue trim, against dangerous Ryan Davis in the black trunks with the white trim. Zab seems to be showing a lot more patience than he did early in the fight.
Yes, he did. Round 3 again. He realized he was in a fight. He got caught with probably being careless, and now he knows he's still in the fight.
Now, even in the first couple of rounds, he came out on a mission maybe to get an early knockout.
Right.
You're right, the 3rd round knocked some sense into him, literally. And now, as he knows he's in a fight, he's going to be a little bit more patient and cautious.
Yes.
I'd like to see a little more activity from Ryan Davis, though.
Ryan Davis needs to change his technique. He needs to take this fight to Zab. Instead of going on a back pedal, that's going right in Zab's hand.
I agree. I hope certainly he's not satisfied. I don't think he is by any stretch of the imagination, but satisfied that he knows he can fight Zab Judah, he can hang with Zab Judah, and maybe even go the distance. But he's got a crown on the line. He's going to need to step it up to take that crown, and you would think he wants to.
When he looked good, he looked world class in the first 3 rounds, and either he's confused or he's dead tired and he doesn't know what to do.
A lot of leaning there by Davis. He may be a little winded, trying to loosen up his arms and get a couple of body shots in, but Judah did a good job holding him.
Yeah. One part of the body that you cannot miss from hitting is the body. You know, the head moves is like a swivel, so sometimes you can't hit that. But he should go to the body. Try to slow Zab down. Beautiful
that is
body.
A low, no.
That was more borderline. That was right on the belt.
Now, Ryan Davis doesn't think so, but Randy Phillips agrees with you, Mark.
Those are really good, strong body punches.
Final seconds, round number 7. Judah with a nice left, and again, like he did last round, he ended this round with a nice little flurry, although that one only a couple of punches, but maybe enough again to win the round.
Yes, he's the more busier guy. He's throwing the punches, he's more accurate than Davis. Everything that Davis is throwing, he's missing. I think that he should go to that body.
Here we go,
again
back
to the
round
body.
7.
On an angle, here we go, right on the belt line. Right on the belt line with the cup right under there. So it was really no effect. And again, the referee saw what I saw.
There you see some of the crowd on hand. Nice crowd. Again, a lot of folks, though, scurrying when the rains came down. Doing a nice job here in drying up the canvas as it continues to rain, although it has slowed down quite a bit now. Hopefully it'll be gone for the rest of this bout. We're in round number 8, IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship from Providenciales on the beautiful Turks and Caicos Islands. Greg Gaston and Mark Reels with you. Hope you're enjoying this great boxing action with the 3-time world champion Zab Super Judah in a tough battle against Ryan Dangerous Davis with a crown on the line. Judah trying to win his 4th world title. He's got a nice following here in Providenciales. Big uppercut by Judah. Nice combination.
I think what we're going to see, unless Ryan Davis changes his tactic, he's going to be a punching bag for the rest of this fight. He's not a boxer. He's not a boxer. He should be doing what Zab is doing. That was another good body punch. Right on the borderline.
Randy Phillips says continue. He's not buying into Davis, saying that was a low blow. That's the 3rd time he thought it was a low blow, and the referee disagreed with all 3. You know, Mark, I think he made a great point right now. I think Judah is sensing that Davis either has nothing left in the tank, he's not coming at him, so now maybe is the time to seize the moment.
Yeah. He's going to be a punching bag for the rest of the night, or he has to change those tactics.
Big right there by Judah. Davis blocked that combination for the most part, but Judah now starting to feel it a little bit.
A lot of times when you see a fighter hitting another guy like so flush like that, it's either the fighter, the guy who's inflicting the damage doesn't have any punching power, or the other guy is in top condition. When you see a fighter go take an 8 count, go down, and get back up, he's in top condition.
Davis scored with the right, but again, just a glancing blow. Just waiting for this guy to erupt again like he did. It seemed to be that when he erupted, Mark, was when he got hurt by Judah.
Right.
Maybe it takes a Judah flurry here to wake up Ryan Davis.
That happens a lot. That happens a lot. Oh, my goodness, I got hit. I need to wake up. I need to get busy here.
He's been pretty inactive the last 4 rounds. There's a nice right by Davis that got through.
Let's just see if he can keep doing that. He needs to go to that body. I think looking at his style, the way he fights, he should be taking it to this guy's body.
Ten seconds to go in round number 8. Again, about 5 straight jabs that all missed. That's the speed of Judah. That's the one thing you have to certainly take into consideration. We know the power We know the craftiness, but the speed is also a problem for Ryan Davis, who has to try to chase him down in the final 4 rounds because he's starting to lose control of this fight. He was at least hanging in there. He wasn't winning necessarily rounds, but now he's just losing this fight round by round by round. It's a slow kill.
Yes, exactly. I think that his corner should be telling him to go to that body.
Ref ain't calling him.
Let it all go. Let it all loose.
You're quick enough to put him in there, then bring him home, then roll. Or he's uppercut. You put him in there, uppercut, and then roll.
The very colorful Yoel Judah talking about uppercuts for his son, Zab. Super Judah Productions, John Arthur assistant. Cut man is Kelvin Jones. Catherine Judah also, she's the second in the corner. She's involved with the boxing career of Zab as well. And of course, some of Zab's brothers are in the boxing game. We are in round number 9. Dangerous Ryan Davis trying to pull a shocker against Zab Super Judah, the IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship on the line. Randy Phillips, the third man in the ring. Rain has pretty much subsided now here in Providenciales.
Yeah, you can see Zab coming back with a double jab consistently. And the bottom line, again, is the game is hit and don't get hit. Whenever you see that Ryan comes to Zab, Zab moves to the side. And he shouldn't go back. Because when he went back in the 3rd round, that's when he got hurt.
Again, I bring up the question mark. Is Davis content with just going the distance against a 3-time world champion, or can he reach down and find something to take him over the top and do what he's yearned to do for years and years, and that's win a world championship?
Well, there's only one person that can answer that, and that is him. You know, it's definitely a point on his record to say, hey, I went 12 rounds with Zab. But when you got a good chance to try and win, I would try my damnedest to do that.
Give it all you got, certainly. And, you know, Judah wants a knockout in front of this partisan Judah crowd. Davis with a nice right.
Here we go. And this is what he should be doing 3 rounds ago.
Judah doing a good job, though, holding him back. Davis missed wildly with the left, and again, Judah doing some holding now. Doesn't seem to be much fatigue. Again, these two boxers in tip-top shape. Good movement here from Zab Judah.
Yes, good head movement. There you go again with the counter right hook.
Yep. Got the right, got out of there. No
Double
damage.
jab.
Judah's doing a great job of ducking the blows thrown by Davis. Davis is trying, but Judah just too quick on the trigger, and he's getting out of the way very nicely. Final seconds of round number 9. Davis is hanging in there, but does he have enough to come up with something big over the course of the next 3 rounds if it does go the distance?
Well, that was a much more competitive round coming from Davis this round. I don't think it was enough for him to win that round.
Right, I agree. Here we go as we look back at round number 9. Again, a little bit more active was Davis, as you said.
With the body punch, good body punch there. Another body punch on the other side of the body. And there we go. But if he can get that guy, get Zab in the corner and work and be a bit more effective on the body, he'd probably be a bit more successful. He has 3 rounds to go now.
Round number 10. Again, we're on the Turks and Caicos Islands, Providenciales to be exact. The IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship on the line. Round 10 scheduled for 12. Zab Judah in the dark blue with the light blue trim. Davis with a nice right there. He's in the black trunks with the white trim. Well, Judah ducked the punch and almost threw him out of the ring.
I think even though Ryan Davis hasn't been as effective the last few rounds, we still got a good match here.
It may only take one big flurry here, Mark, to turn the tide. No doubt about it. Davis, is he capable of doing it? That's the question. Seems like he has saved a lot in the tank because he certainly didn't overdo it the last few rounds. Let's see what he's got left.
Right. Well, you know, through Zab Judah's career, he's always had a suspect chin, but it's always from world-class opponents.
Right. Well, what he definitely has is that speed at the age of 30. He hasn't lost a step, and he's just able to move out of the way of danger. Again, Davis tries the left. Judah ducks, tries to counter with the body punch. Blood continuing to flow from the bridge of the nose of Davis, who just, ate that jab. Got a cut on the bridge of his nose. Happened in round 1.
Good. There you go.
Come on, keep on it. Come on, baby. Don't let him get a chance. Don't even let him. You go. Keep it going.
Okay, this is where he
Davis got him with the right, and Judah quickly spins him around.
And that's because of him losing focus, looking in the crowd and smiling. He needs to stay focused.
Big uppercut.
Nice uppercut. I think his father's been asking for that for about 2 rounds ago.
Davis with a nice right there. Off the break, tried the left and was blocked by Judah. Judah again continues to bleed from his nose. 10 seconds to go, round 10. These two gladiators have certainly been in a war. Randy Phillips will break the 2.
You're right on, 2 points. Gladiators and war.
Well, we have 2 rounds to go in the scheduled 12-rounder. Zab Judah seems to be in control, but it's been a lot harder than you would have thought, as it's been a very game. Ryan Davis, they call him dangerous. How dangerous will he be in the final 2 rounds? What does he have left in the tank?
Well, hopefully we'll see you now. I think, as we say sometimes, you're going to need to put his balls on the table and just take it to him.
Well, there you hear Yoel Judah talking about just score points. Stay active, as we see some of the action from round 10.
Yeah, that's exactly what he should do, too. That's what you always should do. Stay in the ring, stay in the fight. Don't give up rounds, because you never know, as we saw earlier, what the judges may come out to.
I think Ryan Davis slipped a little bit on the canvas, a little bit slick where the logos are. And he caught Judah there with a left to the side of his face. Not a lot of power behind that punch, but again, he scored the point.
Well, I think again that Davis should be taking it to him. He got caught with a counter right hook from Zab. He should be taking it straight to Zab instead of trying to box him.
Right, but that's the danger, coming in close and getting caught with that counter, was Judah so quick.
Very true. However, there is always, when I was a fighter, there was a guy with a great counter left hook, Oscar De La Hoya.
Hey, whatever happened to that guy? Pretty good boxer.
He's hanging around somewhere. Now, there's always ways. There's always a way to get through that.
you have to be aware of that. If I go through here and this guy catches me with this counter left hook, I still got to go through, but I can't get caught with that counter left hook. He needs to work that out.
Most of the fans have hung around through the rain watching this IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship. We're making history tonight on the Turks and Caicos Islands, first professional boxing card, and hopefully one of many to come.
Well, I think one of the main reasons why they did stay is because this is a really good fight.
No doubt about it. Davis caught him with a left and showed a little speed there, caught Judah by surprise.
Well, again, you gotta give credit to Ryan Davis. He's in the ring with a world-class fighter, and he stepped up to the game.
Judah with a couple of body shots.
Yeah, right now he should be taking it to Zulu instead of what we call flexing and posing.
Judah's 25 knockouts in his 40 professional fights. Davis, 8 KOs in his 26. Randy Phillips, again, third man in the ring, breaking up the two. Couple of rights there in succession. Couple of jabs there by Zab Judah. Nice right.
Counter right.
Final moments of round number 11. Now, Mark, you're so right with in what you say about that counter right of Zab Judah, and then the combination, the little flurry at the end of each round. So as his father told him, stay active, score points, that's what he's doing. So you would see right now that this is pretty much in Zab Judah's control as long as he doesn't do anything foolish out there. Meanwhile, Ryan Davis, who has worked his tail off to get to this point, has to lay it out there on the line.
He has to lay it on the line, but then again, it's always easier said than done. We're not in there with him.
No, we're not.
And then again with Zab Judah, he's a world. Here we go again with a counter left hook from Zab.
Some of the beautiful sights here on the islands.
And then again, with Zab Judah, he's a world-class fighter. He's been 10, 12 rounds many a times. I don't think Ryan Davis has been past 8 rounds.
I mentioned in Judah's last bout, he went the distance, 10 rounds with Edwin Vasquez on September 7th. 12th and final round, the IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship on the line. Zab Super Judah in the dark blue with the light blue trim, and Davis in the black trunks with the white trim.
We just caught Zab Judah with a nice 1-2 punch, one strong right-hand punch. But I think Judah knows. He just, let me stay out of the way, and he's trying to stay busy. Keep catching with some good punches, but don't get caught with something stupid.
Again, that wasn't a great jab, but jab and run. I mean, get out of there. You have control. Don't do anything foolish. Meanwhile, Davis, he has to become that goal you talked about.
Exactly.
He has to stalk him.
Stick him on, get him to the ropes, and just lay it all on the line.
Judah has been in a war, no doubt about it. Davis trying a couple of body shots. Not much damage to Zab Judah.
That right hand should have been an uppercut from Davis.
Davis has certainly shown a lot of heart. He's hung in there tough.
Yes.
He had a nice flurry himself in that third round where he hurt Zab Judah. The problem is he didn't have anything else the rest of the way. I mean, he's had a couple of shots, but basically it's been Zab Judah in control. Pen lightning strike here for Davis. Time winding down in this bout. And Randy Phillips calls a time for him. I think they're going to work on Zab Judah's glove. Actually walked him to the wrong corner. Now take him from the blue to the red, but he's okay now. And Judah with a little spin move there.
Mm-hmm. And you see Judah, because of his experience, he still looks really fresh in round 10. This is new water. This is new grounds for Ryan Davis. He needs to take it to him instead of flexing and posing. We got to give him a lot of credit, man. He came in there and gave it his best.
Judah missing wildly with the right. And that's when you got to be ready for a counter. And Judah goes down, but he definitely slipped here with 10 seconds remaining. And again, a slick canvas as we've had a lot of rain throughout this bout. And that will do it. 12 rounds, an exciting bout. The IBC Junior Middleweight World Championship. But as you said, Mark, Zab Judah on the shoulders of his father. And again, you never say never until you hear what the judges have to say, but you got to think he has won this title. But as you said, Ryan Davis, hey, this is a feather in his cap. Good things to come from this young fighter.
I believe so, and I would hope so for him.
Again in the final round, as Judah goes down, you see Davis trying to stalk and Judah backpedaling a little bit, and rightly so. He's in control. He certainly doesn't want to get caught with a big punch from Davis, and you see him slip. And now let's go ringside to Brandon Martin and get the decision.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back to the beautiful Turks and Caicos Islands. We'd like to thank John Wright and Prize Fight Boxing for bringing boxing back to the islands. All right, let's go ahead and look at the judges' scorecards. Judge Bill Clancy scores it 119-109. Judge Reese Mullins judged it 119-109. And Gary Ritter scores it 118-110. Ladies and gentlemen, by unanimous decision, and the new IBC Junior Welterweight Champion, Zab Super Judah.
Well, it's certainly a very happy crowd here at the Gus Lightbourne Sports Complex in Providenciales in the Turks and Caicos Islands, as Zab Judah, who had the partisan crowd on his side, he wins his 4th world title.
Well, Mark, what a world championship bout it ended up being. I don't know what Zab Judah expected, but he certainly got everything from Ryan Davis and then some.
Yeah, Ryan Davis stepped up to the plate. He came out. He knew who he was in the ring with. However, you got a world-class, exciting fighter in Zab Judah. He did what he had to do. He's world champion again.
Yeah, and if you're scoring at home, that's 4 world championships now for Zab Judah. As far as this boxing event is concerned, history made on the Turks and Caicos Islands. They've never hosted a boxing event. How do you think it went?
I think it went really well. You had other three world-class fighters in the Anthony Peterson brothers, Rayanta Whitfield. They did an outstanding job. Turks and Caicos, they were treated really well tonight.
Prize Fight Boxing, we certainly want to thank them for putting on the show. Everybody here involved with the fight. Also, everybody out there for watching. We certainly appreciate it. For our entire production crew, for Mark Reels, I'm Greg Gaston. Good night, everyone.